message is for Americans who have converted to Islam. Now listen up. This is not your scene. This is not your scene. These aren't your people. You're getting involved in something that you don't know anything about. These people will not ever accept you as one of them. No matter how hard you try, you will never be accepted as one of them. So save yourself. They'll constantly judge you based on their beliefs, their standards, their values, which aren't yours. These are values and standards that you were ignorant of, you weren't raised of. You weren't raised with them. And for every person there who's understanding, every person there who cuts you a break, who gives you a break for being a Westerner, there's going to be someone else, some asshole, who's going to judge you as being less than them, less worthy than naturally born, than someone who's been born a Muslim, according to their standards of what a born Muslim is like. You will never be as good as someone who comes from an Islamic family, in their view. You will be someone that they saved. In other words, they'll look down on you. Do you accept that? I mean, come on, have some self-respect. Do you like to act like a good little puppy that was from the trash bin by benevolent Muslims? You came from a civilization that is saving the Islamic world. All the vaccination clinics in the Islamic world saved the Islamic world. Smallpox was eradicated by your people, by white Westerners in the Islamic world. You don't need saving, they do. They're the ones that your people saved. So, if you go and you convert to Islam, you're basically telling them that they're superior to you. You're acting like you're bowing to them and their culture. This is how they see it. You're paying tribute to them. They're your conquerors. No matter how many nice people there are going to be others who look down on you. They're going to see you as not good enough, as not as good as them, as inadequate. At most, you're going to get the amount of respect that a token receives. You're going to be a decoration, a symbol of their greatness to them. Yes, we converted this pagan white Westerner to Islam. This is the power of our religion. You're going to be a figurehead for them. You're going to be a display item, a showpiece. That's going to be your whole appeal. They won't value you for yourself. If you ever feel a yearning for your own culture and feel pulled back by it, they'll show contempt to you for that. The ones I'm talking about. Those are the people who wield power, the fanatics. They're the ones who are beginning to define what Islam is in the Middle East. The people who will judge you mercilessly and who believe that they're superior to you. Unless you're a masochist, you have no business jumping into that kind of a meat grinder. While you're in the West and you're converted to Islam, you may get all kinds of pats on the back. You may get all kinds of appreciation. People might say, you see, look, here we have a Western brother. This is our brother in a religion, or this is our sister in a religion. Wait till you go to the Middle East and live there. And you're forced to depend on people's goodwill. Then you find out what they really think of you. You don't find out what people think of you by seeing their front and by looking at their appearance. In the Middle East, people put on an act. Don't be impressed by that. People act respectful because they're trying to leave an impression. But people can't be 24-hour-a-day actors. And if you live with people, live with them, where you can't get away from each other and you're within the same confined space for several months, and you're at the mercy of their goodwill just to survive, then their true colors will come out. And you'll see that they're really assholes. They're people who stink. They're not these, high-born, dignitaries that they pose as. They're really assholes. So, save yourself. Don't put yourself in misery and trouble for no reason. Again, these are people who do not value you for your culture, for your history, for who you really are. They value you for what they want you to be. They want you to be a tool for them. They want you to be a decoration for them, to help them, to be a servant to their cause. They value you only for that. If you ever get the craving to go back to your civilization, or you feel like you can pick and choose and say, no, I don't like this aspect of Islam, I like that one, they'll say, you see, you're not good enough, you're not one of us. While you're in America, you can do this pick and choose stuff. You can be excited over Islam because you're just learning about it, and you don't know all that much about it, and you're not forced to endure disagreeable aspects of it that you might not have even known about. So, think a lot about this. Go back, come back to your people. Your people will not judge you for serving another cause. Your people are your people, regardless of their faults. With all of their ugliness and blemishes, they're yours. They're your home. Don't throw them away for others who do not love you and who have no feelings for you. I'm talking to white people who have converted to Islam. Save yourself for now, before it's too late.